down to the wire. The air is thick with excitement and anticipation. Welcome, everyone, to NBA Finals Game 7. Winner take all. A season of joy and pain will end here tonight. And thank you for making us part of your night on 2K Sports. And now a quick check of our starting lineups for both teams. So the Timberwolves win the tip. Here is Edwards. Six to shoot. To the middle. So it's the visitors now. One-on-one here. McDaniels.
Well, that was a quick foul for him there. The refs are certainly calling it close.
And he drew the blocking foul. He'll go to the line for two. It's his first trip to the line. And he knocks down the first one. Good on both. On defense, Minnesota. 4-point game. Here's Bridges. Tiny.
That should be illegal, Kevin. That should be absolutely illegal.
Minnesota has possession. About a minute played so far here in the first. Second chance effort. And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
He almost got to that shot in time, but not quite. You can't touch the ball once it's on the way down.
Pass to Bridges. Buries the jump shot.
He's got so much junk in his trunk. He'll find a way to hurt you.
About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Here is Edwards. Sweet move. He lays it in. Tiny. Foul call. Looked like that he didn't get there in time, and he'll shoot free throws. This is his first chance at the line tonight. No good on the free throw. Good on the second free throw. Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Here's Edwards. Here's the screen. He lines up the alley-oop pass. Pass to Bridges. Tiny. Count it!
I like the offensive awareness to exploit that lack of coverage on that play.
First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes played. Here is Edwards. Pass to Bridges.
4 or 5 shots have dropped for them already. Not a bad way to get things started.
Here's Edwards. Shot clock at 6. McDaniels. Bins the triple.
Boy, I tell you what, he loves getting looks like that from the three-point line. No one near him. That's a warm-up jumper from him.
First quarter play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Tiny. And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession. Here's Edwards. From downtown. Bridges with the board.
I'll tell you what, you can shake your confidence missing wide open shots like that.
For 3. That's good. And so it's Minnesota with it. Here's Edwards. Back at 6. It's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. So it's the visitors now. Tiny. Offensive rebound. Six on the shot clock. Pass to Bridges. It's good. With time running down on the shot clock. And he banks in the layup.
The defense left him just a little window to get through, and he just ducked in for the layup. Terrific job.
Downtown. Rebound, Minnesota.
You know, 9 times out of 10, he's going to knock that one down. He'll spray that one on.
Wide open. No one.
I think he was surprised by how much space he had there and just rushed the shot a little bit.
There's a good screen. Here's Edwards. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. This is his first free throw of the game. The first free throw is good. Good on the second, so he makes them both. Here's Bridges. 7 points in the game. Tiny. Here's Edwards. And the defense didn't have position. They whistle a blocking foul, and he'll go to the line. And this is his second trip to the line tonight. First free throw is good. And the Timberwolves making a change here. He hits both from the strike. Inside, Nurkic can't get it to go. Here is Edwards. DiVincenzo. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
Well, that defense went from poor to no defense at all.
They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. Here's Bridges. The rebound by the Timberwolves.
The defense needs to play tight on him, and that's exactly what they did to force that miss. Well done.
McDaniels. It's good from long range. 8 points for him.
The easiest way to do it sometimes is with the bounce pass.
Pass to Bridges. Tiny. It's blocked. Here's Edwards. McDaniels. They get the rebound. Moves back up. And he sinks the layup.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting in the paint and keep scoring points. Keep it going.
Looking to end the drought. And yes, sir, that one drops. 11 points in the game.
The points just keep coming for him this quarter. And just at the right time, too, as they try to narrow the deficit.
Here's Gobert. Edwards. Safety move. Can't get the layup.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
Pass to Bridges. Front past the arc. The shot no good. Minnesota in the lead. There's the pick. Here is Edwards. DiVincenzo. Bridges with the board.
Rebounding is going to be the focal point for them in this one, fellas. I can feel it.
And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession. Dozier. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Shot clock at 6. Dozier. Good on the jump shot.
You know, when he scores buckets like that, Kevin, it just shows that he can bring some of that X factor for his team.
Tiny. Misses the 3.
Boy, but he was close, Kevin, to making the defense pay for lackadaisical coverage there.
Poked away. Reed.
He got a great read of where that miss was going, and that allowed him to be the first guy to it and get the putback.
Tiny. Can't hit. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. DiVincenzo.
All the defender had to do there was just stay close to him, and he did.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
Six to shoot. Dozier. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot two. He'll take his third and fourth free throw shots of the game right here. First one falls for him. And the Timberwolves making a change here. And he makes both free throws. Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Bridges. Oh, hammer! And he'll go to the line. First trip to the line for him here. That one is off. And he sinks the second. Now the Timberwolves with it. The 15-footer misses off the left iron.
Well, I think he kind of alligator armed that one, short stroked it. After doing a nice job to get open, he didn't finish the shot.
And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Pocket six. For three. It's rebounded by Payton. And this is the go-ahead basket.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
Reed. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
A clear look at the hoop. He doesn't miss many of those.
Tiny. Right between the eyes.
Of all the guys you want to leave open out on the perimeter, he is the absolute last guy on the list. Attention to detail. Know your personnel.
From downtown. And it's good.
So far, his shot selection has been questionable. A lot of tough, contested shots. If I'm coaching, I might sit him down for a minute.
Here's more. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard.
What a job he's doing here. I mean, his second quarter has been even better than his first, and that was pretty good.
Dozier for three. That is good.
That was simply a defensive breakdown there, Kevin. He was all alone for that shot. It was a warm-up jumper.
Pass to Moore. Now Williams. Tiny. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
Great job from behind the arc this quarter. I mean, shooting just under 60% for the game. I mean, that's smoking.
There's the screen. Dozier. Jump shot is good. Pass to Payton. Payton, right side. From downtown. That's good. And the Timberwolves call Tiny. Look at Tiny.
slow start for him, but he started to take off since we hit the second quarter, guys.
And the jumper is on the mark.
You know, one aspect of their play today that's really been tight and far superior is their passing.
Shoots a three. Rebounded by Moore.
That's some more rugged play from them inside. They had a decent edge in rebounds thus far.
And he gets it to go. And he has 28 points for the game.
These defenders are putting up very little resistance to the three-point shot.
They set the screen. Can't connect from short range.
Excellent, really solid job actually by the defense to get in his way as he was going up for that one.
To the inside. Williams, that's good.
Really good example there of some fine interior passing before that basket.
Here is Edwards. He's got 8. Shot to stop the run. Beyond the arc. Nurkic, and it's blocked. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Good board, Kevin. Need too many empty trips. They need some points.
From the arc, and that is good. He's got 10.
They're getting a bunch of their points outside of the paint. 3 of their last 5 buckets are from three-point range.
And it's Tiny with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Boy, that's his second foul, and he does not want to pick up number 3 here. That'll mess your game up for sure.
Down low. Nice pass. Right into the rack perfectly for the layup.
No matter what the score is, his attitude has been perfect. I love his disposition. He has stayed in attack mode.
They set the pick. Minnesota with the rebound. Here's Gobert. A 3-ball. And good on the basket. Book it.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
Here's Clark. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game.
Field goal percentage has been bumped up into the high 50s now.
Timberwolves trail. Here is Edwards. 10 points for him. Three-pointer. No luck. Tiny. Oh, that's blocked. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
You know, in the first, I thought he did a really good job of putting pressure on the defense and creating opportunities at the foul line for himself. Not as much here in the second. This is the way to stay in the game. They're doing a masterful job from the line right here.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. For 3! And he gets it to go. 13 points in the game.
You know, that's how you do it, guys. I mean, he passed his way out of the double team and into an easy basket.
Here is Edwards. Here's Gobert. 6 to shoot. Fades and shoots. No luck.
Fadeaway was the right shot there because it got his attempt away from the defender, but the touch was poor.
Shoots the three. The shot is off.
Boy, with an open look like that, he is so gifted. Man, you got to play better defense. Eventually, he's going to make you pay.
Hit his leg. And the ref saying you kicked him. And the Timberwolves making a change here. DiVincenzo. Bullseye!
That's his first triple of the game. It was a dry first half for him from long range.
From downtown. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Knocked away. Oh, trying for it. And here they come. Mid-game. And he throws it down hard with one hand. So it's the visitors now. 3-point lead. Nurkic. Oh, draws the hard foul, and he'll head to the line. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. That free throw missing. And the second free throw, good.
You know, they've changed their game here in the second. Getting a little bit more physical, playing with some toughness now.
Six on the shot clock. Here is Edwards. Oh, special delivery. He sends it down. Tiny. Right between the eyes.
Yet another three for him, Kevin. He's really been draining them here in the second.
Stolen. And we're through the first half of basketball here in what's been a good one. Welcome back to this Game 7 as we get ready to get back into the action. What can you say? Tiny and impressive effort here today. Pass to Bridges. Nurkic. Just 5 to shoot. Minnesota with the rebound. Battles through traffic and lays it in.
3 consecutive baskets have come right at the rim. The defense had better start buckling down and tightening up.
Pass to Bridges. They set the pick. Tipped. Here's the break. About 1 minute play here in the second half. The first one falls. Both shots good from the strike. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Shakes off the strong D and gets to the bucket for 2.
That finish brings me back to the old days, the silky smooth finger roll.
First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. Off the pick. And too long on the shot. Tiny. Oh, hammer! And he'll go to the line. He shot 2 free throws in the game, made one and missed one. And the first one drops. So he gets them both. Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. Here is Edwards. Shot clock at 6. To the paint. Second shot opportunity. And the layup is up and in.
Well, he certainly isn't the one to blame for them being in the hole. He's been on the money with his game.
Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Nurkic. They push it up. Here is Edwards. 12 points for him.
Another bucket in the paint. That's something they just have not been able to stop today.
And he ties it up. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Pass to Bridges. Ripped away. Here comes the break. Shaking my chair.
They got to keep fighting their way to the line, guys. This half has been nothing but success for them there.
Tiny. No good, unable to end this run.
It has not been an ideal start to the second half. They've missed 3 of their first 4.
A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. From downtown. No good. They're running. And the shot is good.
A wide open 3. They need much better communication defensively.
And the Timberwolves call time here. To the inside. Gobert. Wide open look. Good as a jump shot falls.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the league.
Pass to Bridges. Tiny. And here they come. Shot from the wing. The shot, no good. Lets it go from 14. Gets the front of the rim and out.
It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking.
Here is Edwards. From downtown. That's good. Nurkic. Pass Pass to Bridges. For three. Good.
Once again, he's able to knock down the long-range jumper. He's on automatic. Just a brilliant game.
Here is Edwards. He's got 12. "13 feet away. Cannot hit."
That's not a sight you see very often. I mean, he has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when he's open.
There's a screen. And it's Tiny with the foul. That will be foul number 5 on him. Here is Edwards. Back to Johnson. From downtown. Shot is off. Now Williams. Pass to Curry. And the official signaled a backcourt violation. Not very careful there.
Oh, no, you hate to see that. Those are just the kind of errors that can cost you in a game like this.
Here is Edwards. Puts it up. And he hits the jumper for 2. Tiny. And unable there to get the go-ahead bucket. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down. And that one misses. It's a close game here in Minnesota. Here's Moore. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. Got freed up. Nice work off the pick.
They just continue to splash home those threes. Eliminating the deep shot has to become priority number 1 for this defense.
Kicks it out to Johnson. 6 on the shot clock. For 3. Rebound by Williams. Pass to Bridges. Tiny. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. Here is Edwards. With the shot. And that's good for 2.
I like the way he's not forcing anything, taking advantage of what the defense is giving. He's been a key contributor for them this quarter.
Pass to Bridges. Now Williams. Backing down. Here's Moore. From downtown. Curry's shot is good.
These defenders had better start closing out on those shooters.
Back to Johnson. 5 on the clock. For 3. Shot's good. Pass to Bridges. From downtown. Shot is no good. Here is Edwards. He's got 14. Shoots from the baseline. And again, it's Minnesota. Here's Bridges. Tiny. Offensive rebound. Williams. Here's Moore. Curry with it. 8 points for him. Pass to Bridges. Here's Clark. Here's Curry. Buries the triple. Minnesota in the lead. Here is Edwards. Down low. Pass to Johnson. 6 to shoot. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. Here's Bridges. Tiny. Count it!
He's doing it all for them right now on the offensive side. No matter what the defense has done, they haven't been able to find an answer to stop him. And he's had an answer for every defense he's seen.
Here's Edwards. He's got 14. Pass to Johnson. From 6 away. 3. That's good. For 3. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Here is Edwards. Pass to Johnson. The 3 won't fall. Tiny. Buries the triple.
They're going back to the three-point shot over and over and over.
The Timberwolves trail. Here is Edwards. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. And the first one at the line is good. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Payton outside. Oh, what a great finish as he gets bumped on his way up. He'll go to the line and try to tack on another.
You know, looking around, he knew one of his teammates was going to be open when they hit him with that double team, and he took advantage.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. That's good from Payton. Here is Edwards. He's got 14. There's the pick. From downtown. Tries to save it. The shot misses. Here's Payton. Tiny. Off the mark. And at the close of the third quarter, still a close game in both. And welcome back to our presentation of the NBA Finals as we get going again. Here is Edwards. Tried to shoot. No good. Tiny.
He has really punished these defenders today. No matter who's been on him, he's been giving them medicine.
So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. And he makes the first. And so he's able to get one of two.
They really could have used a perfect trip to the line there. Instead, they're still down 2 possessions.
It's going to be a goaltending call here, so they'll count the bucket.
He got there late, but you do have to like the aggressiveness to go after the block. But that one's going to count.
And the Timberwolves with possession here. Here's Edwards. Shoots from 12. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
That's a huge part of what they want to do defensively. Limit his easy chances inside.
On the wing. No good. And so it's Minnesota with it. They trail by 6. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Here's Gobert. Back at 6. Edwards. 14 feet away. And he connects with the jumper.
You know, it wouldn't be a bad idea to put an extra body on and get some help when he barrels his way in close. He's such a good finisher. He needs more than one guy to defend him.
The first free throw is good. So he hits both. Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. Stolen away. Here's the break. DiVincenzo. Tiny. Quick shot there, and it's off target. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Here's Edwards. Four on the clock. Shoots from the line. Good. So it's the visitors now. 2-point game. Pass to Bridges. Tiny. And they call over the back here. Too much contact.
That foul gives him 4, so he's just 2 away from being Gary King.
Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. Here's Edwards. No good. That would have tied it. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. For 3! The shot was off. DiVincenzo. The right, Minnesota. Gobert to tie it up. And the shot is good. Here's Bridges. Tiny. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here. To the middle. Deflected. From downtown. Recovered. Inside. Nurkic. And Count Grabowski is fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
He hasn't really done much on the offensive end. He's worked within the team concept to help them get the lead. He's done some other things other than scoring to help his team get the lead here.
Here is Edwards. They set the pick. DiVincenzo. Bullseye!
He had one in the first as well. He can be dangerous. Keep an eye on him.
Pass to Bridges. For three! From downtown! Minnesota with the rebound. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Clock at 6. DiVincenzo. Chance there to take the lead. Missing. To take the lead. Bridges with the board. Tiny. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession. The Timberwolves making a switch here. Chance shot. Oh, draws the hard foul, and he'll head to the line. And a big free throw there to put him on top. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. So it's the visitors now. Lets it go! And he swishes it right through. To the paint.
I'll tell you what, the defenders didn't even get a sniff of him on that move to the hoop.
Pass to Bridges. Stolen. And he's knocked off course by the D. The foul call. He'll shoot free throws. And the first one drops. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Tiny. Right between the eyes.
Wow. What can you say?
Minnesota in the lead. Elbow shot is on the way. And he hits the jump shot.
Whatever their plan was defensively that time, it didn't work. Not if it results in that shot.
For 3. Can't hit. Here is Edwards. Snatched away. Tiny. Can't get it to go. Here's the screen. Here is Edwards. Six on the shot clock. Can't cash in from close range. Tiny. He's from 3. Here's Gobert. And the ball travels out of bounds. Turnover.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. A terrible turnover.
Pass to Bridges. Tiny. Count it!
That shot becomes effortless for him when the D is so relaxed. They got to get more intense.
From downtown, and he gets it to go.
And it looks to me like he still has some of the shooting touch that he displayed in the first.
Bridges misses. Here's Gobert. They push it up. Pass to Bridges for three. And that one's good. And the Timberwolves call timeout. Here is Edwards. Shoots from the elbow. That one wide left.
Obviously, they're evenly matched teams on the inside. The rebound numbers are very even.
Pass to Bridges. For the key, and that one's good.
His eyes were wide open there, guys. Excellent vision to see they had an open shot outside and get it there.
From downtown. To take the lead, and he gets it to go.
This switch has definitely been flipped to on this quarter, guys.
The Timberwolves trail. Here is Edwards. With some arc. That is good. Pass to Bridges. Tiny. It's hauled in by Edwards.
Well, he won't miss many of those, especially with defenders not in the best of positions yet.
For three. No good. Here's Bridges. 6 to shoot. Tiny. Misses the tray.
Boy, just by his body language, Kevin, you can tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
So it's the visitors now. Pass to Bridges. From downtown. Can't get it to go. Guys, they're not going to be in any rush on this possession.
Now with the lead, I mean, now's the time to use the clock to your advantage. Take your time, milk the clock a little bit.
McDaniels. Good look, but off the mark. Pass to Bridges. For three. Buries the triple. And the Timberwolves call time. McDaniels. Regulation is ended, and we're heading to overtime. And we'll get it going after this from the Target Center. Well, if you're just joining us, the intensity has really heated up in this one. As we watch this one go now to overtime. They set the pick. From downtown. Noah. Tiny. Bullseye.
They are wreaking havoc on him with the three-point shot here.
McDaniels. They get it back. Tries again. Off target at the rim. Clark, plenty of drama in this one so far.
And I would not be surprised if it goes right down to the bucket.
Nurkic. Overtime still getting started here, just about a minute in. For three! Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Here comes the break. Tiny. Can't knock in the three. Minnesota with the ball. They trail by three. A little over a minute and a half gone now here in overtime. Just fine on the clock. Oh, hammered. And he'll code the line. Nurkic.
This is where their depth becomes such an asset, Kevin. He's gone for the remainder of the game, but fortunately, they're able to field a very capable replacement.
He hits the second from the line.
They'd have loved to cut it to one there, but they're still in decent shape if they can get a stop.
Here's Williams. Shot misses. Just about 2 minutes in now to this overtime period. What a game. Off the screen. Another miss by Minnesota. Tiny. Right between the eyes.
Talk about doing a Rip Van Winkle on defense. Come on, guys, wake up. Why are they leaving him open at the three-point line? Come on.
We're in overtime. If you just joined us, 2.5 minutes through it. Pass to Bridges. Tiny. Off target from downtown. And what an exciting game here with 3 minutes played so far in overtime. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
You know, there's no fear out of him, guys. I mean, going straight to the hoop against a much bigger defender, he's got a lot of heart.
Rebound by Williams. They can take their time on this possession.
You know, guys, that wouldn't be a bad idea. I mean, gives themselves a little break, too.
Catch their breath. You're right.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cotton mouth here. Dry spell for sure.
Can they get it? Just under 3.5 minutes played in the extra period here. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
Kevin, not a single point in this quarter for him. Obviously, not what they need right now. He's got to score.
Here is Edwards. Fires for three. There's the bucket. Good. He's got 19. Pass to Williams. Tiny. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
He's finding all kinds of ways to get it done. What a quarter he's having.
Jacks up a three, and another three for Minnesota.
This is one well of a performance, folks, but it won't mean a thing if they aren't able to finish it off and get the win.
There's the three, and he gets the bucket. And the Timberwolves with possession here. It's a 10-point game. Three-pointer, and he gets the bucket. Guys, you've got to think a basket here would seal it.
No question about it. That would be all she wrote.
Pass to Bridges. Shot clock at 5. Tiny. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good.
It's going to be a tough loss to swallow. They just didn't have much gas left in the tank once we got to overtime.
And now we go down to the floor where NBA Commissioner Adam Silver will be presenting the Larry O'Brien Trophy and announcing the NBA Finals MVP award winner. And now we turn our attention courtside to the presentation of the Bill Russell NBA Finals MVP Award and the Larry O'Brien Trophy with NBA Commissioner Adam Silver.